Welcome to Champ Week, presented by Principal. You're watching the Phillips 66 Big 12 Championship. More basketball coming your way here in Kansas City. Games 3 and 4 from inside the Sprint Center. They feature the 2-seed Texas Tech taking on the 10-seed West Virginia, upset winners last night over Oklahoma. Time now to take a look at our Big 12 flashback, and it is brought to you by Phillips 66. Iowa State with a big win earlier in the day as they got the day started 83-66 as they were able to blast Baylor. And so the Cyclones move on, and then the 1 seed, Kansas State, down early to TCU. And Bruce Weber's team rallied, came up with a win, and the 1 seed moves on 70-61. And Jamie Dixon's group eliminated from the Big 12 Championship. So it sets up a semifinal matchup of Kansas State and Iowa State tomorrow at 7 Eastern. Still to come tonight, Kansas and Texas, our game right here. The Red Raiders and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Hi, folks. Welcome courtside. John Chomby alongside Robbie Hummel. As we watch this game here tonight, Texas Tech, one of the elite teams in the country. I guess start with this. The anchor of Chris Beard's team really defense.
Absolutely. You look at this team, and there's a reason that they are the #1 defensive efficiency unit in the country. They block shots, they turn you over, they have great length. A lot to like about what they do on the defensive end of the floor, but over the last 8 games, it's been an offensive explosion. You see what they have done, scoring the ball, starting to shoot it well from the three-point line. They make shots. Look out in March. This is a dangerous team going into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, and obviously on the offensive end, they boast the player of the year in the conference in Jared Culver. Well, they have some keys to be sure in terms of trying to win this Big 12 championship. And for more on that, here's the third member of our team, Tara Petrolino.
Well, that's right, John. Coach Beard said there are 3 things that will serve as his team's motivation for this Big 12 championship. And the first is discipline. He said we got to be disciplined both on and off the court. The second, aggressiveness. He said we are going to be in a fight. Sometimes when you're in a fight, you get hit in the face. But you hit back and you be aggressive. And last, he said we're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy the rides together, the meals together, and all of our fans. That is what this moment is all about.
Pretty impressive Texas Tech group, no question about it. On that win streak right now. Meanwhile, West Virginia last night, the win over Oklahoma. I don't think everyone saw that coming. What were you most impressed with?
Their effort. They are a completely different team than if you saw West Virginia play even just a month ago. You know, you lose some guys, they have some guys get kicked off the team, and sometimes it ends up being addition by subtraction. That's what it looks like to me in terms of West Virginia's current roster situation, but they play hard, and that's the main takeaway I got from last night. They played really harder than Oklahoma, wanted it just a little bit more.
Well, Jordan McCabe, their freshman point guard, talked about the mindset for West Virginia coming into this.
We knew our only chance, to make the postseason or the NCAA tournament was going to be this tournament right here. So we came in knowing that we had nothing to lose, so that meant we should play as harder than everybody else in this tournament. So it was good to see us doing that out there today.
And one added item of interest, Sagaba Konate, who has not played since the Pitt game December 8th. He has dressed for the first time since that game, and we'll wait and see. He is available to play. That is all we know.
Well, he is one of the elite centers in college basketball, so you wonder, would there be rust if he did play? But you look at him, that's 13 points, 8 rebounds, and about 3 blocks sitting on the bench over there. That would certainly add an added dimension to this game.
Underway, and Texas Tech controls the basketball. Culver handling. Jared Culver, the player of the year in the Big 12. Put together quite a season. The native of Lubbock, Texas. Moretti weaving in traffic. Shot clock winding down. Jumper is good. And Moretti, one of those guys, as you like to talk about, the 50-40-90 group.
Love that. And a guy that probably he had to be in the running for most improved player. He could be the most improved player in the country. You look at his numbers from last year, The improvements he's made shooting the basketball. You talk to 50-40-90 club, you look at NBA names, that's Larry Bird, that's Steph Curry, that's Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, the elite shooters in this game. So an incredible achievement for that young man right there.
It's 50% from the floor, better than 40 from three, and 90 or better from the line. 50, 40, 90, and any shooter that falls into that category is one of the elite, college or pro. Steal, Culver, look out. And Texas Tech with the early 4-0 lead.
If you've watched Texas Tech play over the last 9 games, they have gotten off to incredibly quick starts right there. An unforced error. Jared Culver waltzes in for the dunk. Have to think Bob Huggins wants to get off to a quick start just for the fact you've got a young team, a lot of inexperience on the floor. You keep your head up, make some shots, gain some confidence. You'd have to feel good about where you're at.
McCabe feed inside. Culver gets hit and he'll go to the line. Now, one of the great coaches in the college game, Bob Huggins, his 34th season as a D1 head coach, but he's back in his alma mater, his 12th season at West Virginia, and 4th most wins among active coaches. We asked Bob Huggins yesterday, I jokingly said, is there anything you would like me to tell America about your team that we're leaving out? And he said, yeah, we're going to be good. And we'll be playing on Saturdays here at the Big 12 soon.
You have to like his core, and it starts with the man at the free throw line right there. Didn't have a great day yesterday, was in foul trouble, was really bothered by the post trap that Oklahoma sent his way. But Derek Culver is an elite player and a big-time athlete in this conference. You look at Jordan McCabe, Jermaine Haley, a lot of inexperience. Haley a junior, but a transfer, so guys that haven't exactly played a ton of basketball together.
McCabe tracks down the ball, feeds to West, and his throw down wouldn't go down, but it ends up with McCabe. Matthews buries a three, Evan Matthews Jr.
I just cannot get over how much different West Virginia looks. This is a completely different team than you saw even a month ago, and Emmett Matthews, another one of those freshmen that started to take on a much bigger role, been active on the glass, drilling the corner three there.
Davide Moretti able to answer. Obiasi harassing McCabe, and now Culver into the paint. A little too strong, tip wouldn't go, out of bounds. It'll be Texas Tech basketball.
And both teams heating up early here. Emmett Matthews, that's a great pass by Jordan McCabe. Hitting him right there in the shooting pocket, but right back at you. It's a pretty good contest. Jordan McCabe right there, but Davide Moretti continuing where he's left off. Last 3 games shooting 54% from 3. It's been just about like that all year. He's shooting 48% on the season.
Moretti coming off 20 points in the win at Iowa State. Culver. Haley handles right here, goes at the rim, tries to spin it, gets his own miss and tips it in.
That's kind of what Jermaine Haley's about. Loves to get to his right hand, and you see the quick second jump. West Virginia's best offense a lot of times is get that thing on the glass, let our athletes, let our length go get it.
Moretti into the paint, looking for space, had to take it away. And now McCabe will set it up. Tossing Culver, good feed as Matthews went to the bucket. In Matthews and Haley, interesting players. Long, but they can shoot and both handle.
Absolutely, and players that you have to be excited about in Morgantown. Derek Culver with a terrific pass right there. Part of his improvement over the last couple games.
Timeout on the court, we'll take it with them. West Virginia, the early 2-point advantage.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball. And T-Mobile, America's most loved wireless brand. Join the Un-carrier today.
Back here in Kansas City, and Chris Beard's team down by a couple. You look at Texas Tech and what has made them so good. Here's what's taken place this season. They shared the title with K-State, had the player of the year in Jared Culver, had the coach of the year for the second straight season in Chris Beard, and defense. That is what has led this group, and they are very together on that end.
Well, a team right now that sits at 26-5, and as you said, so much to like about what they've been able to accomplish. Their defense has terrific length. They've got shot blocking. They've got the player of the year, and that man right there, Jared Culver, a guy that just doesn't make many bad decisions. He takes what the defense gives him. He makes the right play, which with so many elite scorers, you don't see him do it. But Jared Culver's a guy that would be incredibly fun to play with.
Let's check in with Tara.
Well, a pretty livid Coach Beard in that huddle, challenging Tariq Owen, saying to him, this kid is 18 years old. You got to get a rebound. You all got to get your noses dirty and fight. I don't want to see any more turnovers. You've got to block out. Let's make this happen.
Big bucket there from Logan Rout. And Robbie Hummel, Logan Rout was a big part of that win last night over Oklahoma.
He gave great minutes, and the way he guarded Christian Doolittle, a tough matchup for any big in this conference. Rout, a physical player, and honestly just made Doolittle make contested jump shots over the top. And that's easier said than done.
Last foul on Lamont West. Those 8 points a career high in the 16 minutes for Logan Rout. So West picks up the foul for the Mountaineers. And here is the St. John's transfer, Tariq Owens. Rattles it in. Those rims still sounded shooter friendly. Right?
They really do.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear the ball get up there, and as a former shooter myself, I would love to get out there and maybe get some rolls.
Can you be former?
Former being the really main word there.
Former and current shooter, no?
Debatable.
I mean, I didn't introduce you as star of bad basketball, Robbie Hummel.
Maybe you should have. Maybe that should be the new title.
Mountaineers basketball up to quarterfinal action still to come. Kansas and Texas. That should be fun. I have a feeling there'll be a couple of Kansas fans here in the Sprint Center. Moretti almost took it away. McCabe spins it high off the glass. Rout, rebound, rejected. McCabe a three. Loose ball. Oh my goodness, what a fight this is. And they get it on Logan Rout. Can I steal a bit from Jeff Van Gundy for a second?
Please do.
We'll take a look right here at this loose ball. See two guys collide, and then Logan Rout's getting that foul because he's a big guy.
Absolutely.
A smaller player is not getting that foul call.
And he's kind of charging in, and you see bodies flying everywhere. Right now, you have to think the style of play in this game. West Virginia is beating up Texas Tech on the glass. Texas Tech certainly known for their toughness. It's going to be a tough matchup for Emma Matthews, but as of now, the game being controlled by the Mountaineers.
West Virginia by a couple. John Shambi, Robbie Hummel, Tara Petrolino from the Sprint Center. Big 12 quarterfinal action. It's quarterfinal number 3. Iowa State is 1, Kansas State is 1. Second violation.
The spacing just not good. You have multiple guys on the same side of the floor. Derek Culver trying to post, and Mount West just kind of staring at everybody.
The Texas Tech defense, we said that's what they lean on, and you look at opponents' field goal percentage, points per game. The defensive efficiency, I think, is the thing that corrects for pace and everything else and really tells the full story. McCabe to the corner. Now he's got an open look. Got it. Jordan McCabe, the freshman from Wisconsin. Smallest guy on the court. He is not lacking confidence.
He made a great cut. And when he did that, Kyler Edwards just relaxed. Never got back to McCabe, who, the way he's shooting the ball at any time is so dangerous on the floor right now.
Haley goes baseline. Air ball there from Emmett Matthews.
Transition defense. West Virginia trying to push tempo. Texas Tech having none of it. Really good closeout. Emmett Matthews shoots an air ball.
Corprew looking for some help. Gets it to Moody. Loses it. Here comes Haley up ahead. And the throwdown.
It's been a little bit of a taste of Texas Tech's own medicine right here. West Virginia is heating up the basketball right now, putting a ton of pressure. They have not been pressed Virginia this year, but pressure getting ramped up here in this quarterfinal. Jermaine Haley, the beneficiary. Some throwdown right there. Bob Huggins has to be ecstatic about the start and the opening 7 minutes of this game.
7-point advantage. This is West Virginia, though. This is the culture that we've seen created by Bob Huggins, and this is really, in broad strokes, what we've seen from them for years now.
This is the culture that he has instilled, and it certainly disappeared for a couple months, but all it takes is a few guys to buy back in. You've got a lot of young guys, a lot of hungry guys in this lineup right now, and that's exactly what they're doing.
McCabe could test the Moody shot. 3 Mountaineers charging for the rebound. Harler feeds down low. Culver goes to work. Good feed to McCabe.
It just looks like Derek Culver sometimes is in fast forward. The game's going to slow down for him eventually, and he is such a talent on the inside.
Edwards feeds Moretti. Texas Tech trying to find some type of rhythm on the offensive end. Culver cutting. Was able to gather it in with a foul on the floor.
Both teams really getting in the passing lanes, and both teams on the offensive end will have opportunities for backdoors. That's exactly what Jared Culver gets right there. Great back cut. We talked about his basketball IQ, but right there, it's about reading what your defender's doing and countering right off of it.
Foul on Derek Culver, his first. Remember, Culver yesterday for West Virginia played just 5 minutes in the first half, 13 total. It's kind of a non-factor, was certainly frustrated by the officiating.
And still got 6 points and 7 rebounds.
Yeah.
I mean, he rebounds at as high a level as you can.
This has been a bloody battle, literally, so far. I think McCabe represents the 3rd player to have to get taped up or have blood wiped off and covered up.
You knew that coming in. You knew this was going to be a street fight. Two teams that are playing incredibly hard right now.
See if they get Napper for that. No? Yeah, they got Brandon Napper.
You see it. There's holding, grabbing. This is not a game for the soft tonight. This is going to be a grown man basketball game.
Culver cuts inside, spins it off the glass, and the player of the year banks it in.
He is so talented. He's a big-time athlete. You see him, the way he can get to the basket, use his athleticism to score the ball. It's high-level stuff.
Lamont West from the corner knocks it in. West coming off a good game, had 15 in the win last night. 8-point advantage, biggest of the night so far for the Mountaineers. Feed to Owens, had it rejected by Culver. Napper, feed to Harler, who puts it in. They're up by 10. The 10 seed putting it to the 2 seed.
Well, on the year, this has not been a great defensive unit, but so far today, defense creating offense. Brandon Napper squeezes that basketball, tight window, Chase Harler. Right now, West Virginia rolling in the quarters.
Look forward to halftime with those guys. Moretti being harassed, looking for space. Owens comes to rescue. Now Mooney, a 10-point West Virginia lead. Francis Culver the rebound.
That has been one and done. And West Virginia dominating the glass right now. You look at the numbers, 13-3. One helps that Texas Tech has missed a ton of jump shots, but it's also buoyed by 6 offensive rebounds for West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia has out-rebounded Texas Tech 13-3 so far. The offensive glass, a big part of that. That West Virginia defense, they have extended it, and it has been high octane. Owens trying to corral it. It ends up with Lamont West.
Just feel like the physicality of West Virginia has bothered Texas Tech early in this game.
Napper not able to hit. Culver there for the putback. Derek Culver certainly much more of a presence in the first half of this one. 4 points, 4 boards.
You're guarding a guy like Derek Culver. You almost have to face guard him and just worry about when shot goes up, I'm just not letting him get it. Now again, that is so much easier said than done because he can be a huge problem on the glass as he's been today. A guy who in the last 5 games has 2 20-plus rebound games.
Oh my goodness. Way downtown. Lamont West. It's a 15-2 West Virginia run. Moody a little out of control, and again, one and done. Napper, jumper, got it. Timeout, Texas Tech. Mountaineers fans loving it. Advantage. How about the offense from these Mountaineers?
Well, it starts with effort. You see the drive right here. Brandon Napper getting to the rim. There's Derek Culver cleaning up the action on the boards. Have to get a body on him, but Lamont West in transition, the deep 3. West Virginia in a complete offensive rhythm right now. Brandon Napper, the decision making right there. You give up a good shot to get a great one. Nice head fake, gets your one dribble pull up. West Virginia, the confidence just soaring.
All 8 Mountaineers that have played in this game have a field goal. And here's the 9th to check in. Andrew Gordon grabs the rebound and draws the foul. And that foul on Lawrence Odiasi. That's his second.
You look at all these Texas Tech jump shots. Every one of them a great contest by West Virginia. They have not been able to generate anything easy. You have to think this is becoming the territory where it's got to be Jarrett Culver taking over. And that's the best player in this league. So far today, just 4 points.
Gordon inside, wouldn't go. Loose ball. And what do you have? Timeout, Texas Tech. 28-11, West Virginia on top.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
See right here, another loose ball, and this time Avery Benson, that's a terrific hustle play, getting on the floor and winning possession for your team. This has been a haymaker thrown from the West Virginia Mountaineers, and something that, yes, they've played better. Yes, their effort has been better, but you couldn't have seen this coming. See Emmett Matthews knocking down the 3. It's been inside. They've shared the basketball. Really an impressive first half of play for Bob Huggins' team here early in this quarterfinal. Have to think you couldn't have drawn it up any better if you're a West Virginia Mountaineer fan.
Well, Derek Culver talked about this group together. He said, I feel like we're a band of brothers. We know what it's like to lose, and now we want to give people a taste of their own medicine. And we talked about it last night, that for all that they've lost, with Harris and Ahmad being dismissed from the team, Bolden leaving, Kanate not playing, there was a real positive feel around the team last night.
You see the pieces they've got. And it's been proven that when you've got the right guys here, you can win, and you can win big. This has to be what they were dreaming of. This new roster, you reconstruct it, and right now these guys are playing hard.
Shot clock winding down. Tolbert just kind of throws it up. And a shot clock violation. More good defense from West Virginia. Haley lost the handle. And it ends up with Malik Ondigo, who was checked into the game. Moretti skims the front of the rim with that. Here comes Napper, and he gets bumped. That foul on Owens. West Virginia on a 17-2 scoring run. The Mountaineers in control. St. John's, Chris Mullins' groups had a good year. You look at most teams for any conference, ACC and Big 12 each with 8. It's beat on the baseline, and they turn it over. Corporate to Mooney. Moretti. Well, they're going to need to start knocking down some of those open looks.
And that's a quality look.
Yeah.
You know, you get that thing in transition. Emmett Matthews tries to get a little cute with the behind-the-back pass, and it's a great look for a guy that's shooting almost 50% on the year.
You think the Big 12 is getting 8?
Yeah, I do. I think TCU is a team that, to me, they've done enough. You know, I know their conference record's not great, but I think with them, I think the question will be Texas. I think TCU is good. Texas tonight has to win. I think they have to beat Kansas. So maybe a better answer would be, I think 7 is the answer to me. I think winning in this building against Kansas with the crowd the way it's going to be, probably a little bit pro-Kansas, could be a challenge.
Haley ends up being fouled by Moretti. And they get it on the sophomore from Italy. I mean, this is this game right here.
This sums it up right here.
Loose
guys
ball,
on the floor.
Give me that. Give me it. No.
That's the type of effort that Texas Tech's going to need to get back into this thing. Also going to need to make some perimeter
by the way,
jumpers.
when I asked you if the Big 12 was getting 8 in, you scowled at me. Like straight up. Yeah.
Enthusiastic about it.
Hey. I, of course, last night brought the feelings to the facts fight and said my feeling is that they won't get 8. High off the glass and good. There's the player of the year.
That's exactly what you need to do when shots aren't falling. You need to go to the basket. Use your size. Use your ability. That guy is too talented to be held down. Need some help, though. Gonna need some other guys to make some shots.
That one's saved nicely by Matthews. West. Matthews the rebound. Right. Clear path to the bucket and puts it in.
Texas Tech is getting crushed on the glass right now. That's been West Virginia's MO forever. Even this season, things haven't gone well, but they still have gotten after it on the offensive boards. Have to block out every time.
A 22-5 rebound advantage for West Virginia. Mooney, 3, got it.
We'll see. Sometimes shooting can be contagious. Matt Mooney getting a quality look right there, running off. Nice little screen on the baseline. Jordan McCabe getting lost.
The lead is a dozen.
There you see it. Jordan McCabe on the wrong side of the floor. Bob Huggins asking him right now, what are you doing?
Matt Mooney, second team all-conference, part of the all-defensive team. A two-time transfer, South Dakota and Air Force. You look at the numbers in this game. Chris Beard, not that he's ever lacking for energy, but he has pumped up. The second chance points and the rebounds really stand out. And it just feels like at least if you still take the first 14-35, West Virginia has punched Texas Tech in the nose.
But as bad as it's been, it's just 12. Now you are a couple perimeter jump shots away from making this where you're right back in the game. And there hasn't been a lot that's gone right for Chris Beard's team here tonight, but you're knocking on the door, getting back into it.
Texas Tech, Kyler Edwards, Brandon Francis, George Uriassi.
Feed inside, Matthews got loose, plus Tex. And then Matthews will go to the line.
That's a terrific back screen by Brandon Napper. You're going to see it right here. Back screen is set. Emmett Matthews sells the cut, sets his man up, gets to the rim, and just an undisciplined effort so far for Texas Tech, which is so surprising.
It is always funny to me, as you know, the outsider. You played it at the highest level, but when the guy sets the back screen and points towards, here, go to that spot right there, and then he goes to that spot.
Go to the basket. Go to the basket.
And no one goes with him.
No one on the defense does it all.
Oh, there.
Who would ever think a cutter would want to go to the rim?
Right.
Such an unbelievable thought.
15-point West Virginia advantage. Big 12 championship, quarterfinal number 3. High off the glass, nice shot, Kyler Edwards.
I just think that's something that Texas Tech needs to continue to do. You got to keep going to the basket and have to think eventually some of these really quality three-point looks are going to fall for you.
And Haley traveled. (33-20) West Virginia. Under 4.5 to go here in the first half. The 10 seed versus the 2 seed. Texas Tech would have shared the regular season title with Kansas State. Mooney off the mark, but that one tracked down by Odiase.
The second he didn't shoot the first one, he should have never shot it the second time around. You're out of rhythm.
Francis buries a 3.
We were talking before the game, and if Texas Tech is going to make that run in the NCAA tournament, I think Brandon Francis has to be a big part of that on the offensive end of the floor.
They're saying out of bounds, Texas Tech basketball. A 10-point West Virginia advantage, but the Red Raiders hot. They made 5 of 6, and they climb back in it.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal Investments Retirement Insurance.
Returns for West Virginia, George Uriassi.
Who gave us the woo?
I believe that was the great Sean Farnham.
So TCU and Texas, 2 on the bubble. For TCU, all they can do is wait. Shaka Smart's team, they get a chance tonight against Kansas. Odiase with the flush on the offensive rebound.
But you know what? A great seal by Odiase allows Mooney to get to the rim, then he stays with it. And an aggressive take. You know shot blockers are coming. That's a great play and a great possession for Norrance Odiase.
Culver lost his footing and traveled.
This is exactly the type of effort plays Chris Beard needs. And just like that, we've got ourselves an 8-point game. That's a grown man take. Going upstairs and hammering that thing with Derek Culver coming into the play.
The redshirt senior, Noren Sodiase. Mooney gets loose, trying to feed. Culver kicked it.
Texas Tech.
59 to go here first half. And it's surprising in terms of the score in the early going, 33-25. Tariq Owens checks back in. And Lawrence Odiase will grab a seat. Mooney lost the handle, late call on the foul as they get Jordan McCabe. And that's his first.
You love the fact that Matt Mooney, when he gets in the paint, he's always going to jump stop. He is under control, jump stops, understands he's got the size advantage on Jordan McCabe. Take your time, jump stop, get to your little fadeaway jumper you do so well. McCabe reaches in, Matt Mooney getting to the free throw line.
75% free throw shooter, Matt Mooney. Gets them both, and we get ourselves a 6-point game.
I like the pressure here. Make Jordan McCabe prove that as a freshman he is ready to handle it at this stage. In this possession, he does just that.
West rejected by Owens. Culver going to work. And a turnover on the travel.
Over the last 3 games, Tariq Owens averaging about 3 blocks a game, and Lamont West thinks he's got an easy layup. Tariq Owens coming over and saying, no, you don't. He has terrific length, great instincts. Grad transfer, he's been a huge part of this team's success this season.
There's something about that play that's counterintuitive, right? He'd be better off going right at him as opposed to trying to...
If you're coming in, the shot blockers coming to block your shot, you should go right through his chest. You hold that thing out, you're exposing the basketball, asking to get a pin.
Wow. Overpowered to the rim. Couldn't throw it down, wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Owens almost lost it. Wow. And they got Emmett Matthews on the foul from behind, and it'll be a 1-and-1 situation. Tariq Owens, we mentioned, a St. John's transfer. Playing with Jared Culver. He knows about playing with a good scorer. Shamori Pons, of course, a guy that we get a chance to play with in Queens. And they're within 4.
Which is a huge accomplishment because the way they played really for the first 15, probably more of like the first 13 minutes of this half, they kind of sleptwalked through it, and to be within 4, gotta feel good about yourselves going into halftime. They gotta clean this up though.
Little too strong there from Matthews. Culver at a shot. West Virginia, a couple of chances, couldn't do it. It's an 11-0 Texas Tech run. Culver. And West pulls down the rebound. McCabe. And they get a foul underneath. That'll be on Francis. Francis out of his weight class, down low, doing whatever he could against the bigger Derek Culver.
You look at the bigs on the floor, and Norris Odiase going to check back in to, as you said, get somebody in Derek Culver's weight class. That's such a tough block out for these Texas Tech guards or Tariq Owens. They just don't have the physical strength to do it.
Haley directed traffic, shot clock at 6. Culver got to do something. Matthews off the glass and good.
Just a great cut. Shot clock winding down. Derek Culver gets that ball in the block, and Emmett Matthews understanding they are paying so much attention to Culver, I can flash to that high post and find a jump shot.
Matthews has the ball. He's got a dozen points. Love it. And he throws it down. +1. What a half. Emmett Matthews, look out.
Well, just as you said, if you got a shot blocker coming, you should go through his chest or go to dunk the basketball. And right here, Emmett Matthews has one thing on his mind. I am going up to hammer this thing.
I love that he went two hands, by the way.
Absolutely.
No chance to block that.
That was a no-doubter.
Emmett Matthews Jr. with 15 points. That's a career high for him. Has been brilliant here in the first half, and all of a sudden the lead back up to 9.
And look at who he's guarding and doing a pretty good job on. That's not to say Jared Culver hasn't gotten some baskets, but Emmett Matthews is a guy that has the length. He can test shots and really impressed. Emmett Matthews wasn't playing much. Hardly at all, really, until the last couple weeks.
West switches on to Culver, and Culver travels. And now West Virginia will hold for the last shot with 10.2 to go. McCabe way downtown. And that'll do it. Quite a first half for West Virginia. 38-29. As the Mountaineers started off strong, Texas Tech closed. Standing by with Bob Huggins, here's Tara Petrolino.
Coach, a strong start for you guys. Then Texas Tech goes on an 11-0 run, but you finished strong as well. What are you most pleased with from that first half?
Well, I thought we played hard and competed. We didn't take very good care of the ball, but I thought we really did compete.
At one point, you held them for 25% from the field. How do you create that defensive pressure now in the second half?
Do the same thing we did in the first.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
38-29. Bob Huggins, West Virginia Mountaineers leading it by 9. Time now to send it to Kevin Connors in the studio. Welcome back to Champ Week, presented by Principal and the Phillips 66 Big 12 Championship. Back here at the Sprint Center, and at the half, bit of a surprise. The 10 seed West Virginia leading the 2 seed Texas Tech 38-29. Welcome courtside, everybody. John Chomby alongside Robbie Hummel. A surprise indeed, but let's start here. You go back to last night, West Virginia got a win, and it was Jordan McCabe that really summed up the West Virginia perspective.
We knew our only chance, to make the postseason or the NCAA tournament was going to be this tournament right here. So we came in knowing that we had nothing to lose, so that meant we should play as harder than everybody else in this tournament. So it was good to see us doing that out there today.
Well, they have done that today. They have come out and absolutely punched Texas Tech in the mouth. The effort plays have been so evident with West Virginia getting on the floor, scrapping, going for loose balls, getting out in transition, having their defense create offense. They have been a complete presence on the offensive glass. 12 offensive rebounds, 26 total. Texas Tech just 11. They've got more offensive boards than Texas Tech even has rebounds. And then Emmett Matthews posterizing Tariq Owens. Really putting the punctuation mark on a great first half where he had 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting.
Moments ago, Tara caught up with Chris Beard.
Coach just told me, listen, I'm disappointed how we played, but we've got to move on. I can't dwell on it. All I'll say is that we need to have a low turnover half and do a better job rebounding.
Rebounds have been a huge factor. First half, 26-11, West Virginia with the advantage. West trying to feed Culver inside, got it back, couple of fakes, flips it up, short. Guess who with the rebound in Matthews, and West puts it in. And it's 40-29.
They told Emmett Matthews a couple weeks back, if you rebound the ball and defend, you can pick your minutes. And I'd say that's been, he has had a response to that. He has been terrific.
McCabe let Moretti get past him, and so Napper is going to check into the game. Odiasi rejects the shot.
Substitution for Texas Tech. Brandon Francis, replacing Derek Culver. Texas, West Virginia, Napper replaces
John Shambi, Robbie Hummel, Tara Petrolino, Big 12 quarterfinal number 3 still to come. Texas and Kansas. TCU and Texas, according to Joe Lunardi, both on the bubble. TCU a loser earlier today to the 1 seed Kansas State. Here's Haley with Francis on it. Matthews rebound, and he's fouled. Emmett Matthews has been a handful. They get the foul on Mooney.
You're going to see Emmett Matthews coming from the perimeter. Derek Culver going to face up. If you don't block out, you got to understand he's going every time. If you don't check him out every time, he is going to get to the offensive boards.
16 points, his first point of the second half, and that is a career high for him. Mountaineers by 11. Second half here from the Sprint Center. And a surprise, no question about it. A Texas Tech team ranked 7th. They're 26-5, went 14-4 in the league. Culver. Moretti and Napper intercepts the pass. Napper wide open. And it'll stay with West Virginia.
So many uncharacteristic things happening on the floor for Texas Tech right now. And their offense is in a good place. You see guys scoring off of screening action, off back screens, off curl cuts. And today, that has not been the case.
That one went out of bounds. It remains West Virginia basketball. Napper curls into the paint. And now Matthews. Culver tracks down the miss. Let's see if the Red Raiders can get into sync offensively. West almost took it away, and then the foul call. Take a peek at our bracket here from the Big 12 Championship. If you missed it last night, TCU and West Virginia with close wins. Today, K-State beat TCU. Iowa State a blowout win over Baylor. And still to come, Kansas and Texas. One semifinal is set. K-State and Iowa State tomorrow at 7. Texas Tech and Kansas State shared the regular season title, but Texas Tech is not playing like league champs. Attempted feed from Mooney, out of bounds, and a turnover. 10th turnover on the Red Raiders.
Wisconsin, Brandon Francis.
Reddy takes it away. Haley takes it back.
That would be the one area where you'd say, if you're Texas Tech, we can turn West Virginia over. Now, the only flip side of that is Texas Tech has given the ball away almost, or actually just as much as West Virginia has.
Well, Tara at the half asked Bob Huggins things he didn't like, and he cited the turnovers. They're going to need to do a little better job in that department.
On the season, done a pretty good job, averaging just a little over 12 a game. West Virginia all the way up at just under 16. It's been a story of the Mountaineers season.
Oh my goodness, Owens skying for that lob and throws it down.
If you don't open up on the back screen, you are asking for Texas Tech to throw up a lob for an alley-oop dunk. That's exactly what happens right there. No communication. You get so sucked into what your own man is doing. Tariq Owens is on the backside throwing that thing down.
He's trying to turn a corner, looking for some space. Oh my goodness. Tough shot.
A heck of a finish with his left hand right there. I don't think Jared Culver could defend that any better.
Kane took it away. Tosses it up ahead. Haley. And he's fouled, and he went down hard into the stanchion. And it looks like he's all right. Jermaine Haley, I think, frustrated that he didn't throw it down.
We've talked about how Texas Tech's offense has been just a little out of sync, but a great back screen by Jared Culver. Nobody opens up. Right back at you. Emmett Matthews, offhand, actually, excuse me, strong hand. Really good contest by Jared Culver, but does not matter.
Substitution, Tyler Edwards replaces Dante Moretti.
Haley in this one, 5 points, 5 rebounds. Make it 6. He's had the ball in his hands a lot. And the Mountaineers, the lead is back to 13. That fouled Lamont West. That'll be his 3rd. And Culver will go to the line. Jared Culver, who averages a little over 18 points and a little over 6 rebounds a game. He's at 6 points, 3 boards so far in this one.
A veteran move right there. Emmett Matthews just getting on top of him. Anytime that happens as a player, you got to think, I am going backdoor right to the basket.
For more on Jared Culver, here's Tara.
Well, when Jared Culver got the Big 12 Player of the Year award, Coach Beard was told by a team manager. That's why he says he's not on social media a lot, so he's got to get people to give him the information. Anyway, he texted Jared Culver to say congratulations, but then he called a meeting and brought the whole team in, and he said, this is a team honor. We don't win championships by ourselves, and we don't get awards like this by ourselves, so you all should be proud in this moment.
Another turnover for West Virginia. Ball back in the hands of Culver. Culver at the basket and goes down hard. Our under 16 timeout here at the Sprint Center. Texas Tech trying to claw its way back in.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal, Investments, Retirement, Insurance, and Continental Tire, for what you do.
Quarterfinal number 3 right here. And it would stand to reason You'd be surprised with the result, at least so far, with the West Virginia offense struggling the way it did this year and how good Chris Beard's defense was. And yet here we are, got ourselves an 11-point West Virginia advantage.
West Virginia not only has made shots, but they've gotten 15 more field goal attempts because of the way they've gotten on the offensive glass. I like Jared Culver going to the rim. I wouldn't be surprised. You watch the end of that Iowa State game in Ames. Chris Beard posted Jared Culver out of a flex action really for the last 4 minutes and let him just go and operate kind of in that mid-post area. You got a guy like Emmett Matthews who's having a great game guarding you. Just think from a physicality standpoint, that could be a matchup Jared Culver would want to really exploit.
Culver inside. And the putback right there for Emmett Matthews.
But again, you're coming over to block Jared Culver's shot. He draws so much attention that the backside is completely naked. And look who again, Emmett Matthews right there. Right place, right time.
Emmett Matthews Jr. with a career-high 21. Culver can't hit. Owens swooping in. Mooney tries to track it down. Parler to McCabe. Man, a lot of hustle both ways. McCabe, free throw line, got it.
Just a terrific read and an even better cut. You've got a defense that loves to get on top of you. Jordan McCabe, just a simple back cut, get right to your 15-foot jumper.
Ready with McCabe on him. Rattles home.
I just think that's there for him. Emmett Matthews doing a nice job of sticking with Jared Culver on the perimeter, but I think he can go in the post and really exploit that mismatch. From a physicality standpoint, it's asking a lot of a freshman.
Haley now. Offensive foul, says Gary Maxwell. Second on Haley.
You're going to see Jermaine Haley just trying to turn the corner, and it's a tough call. There is contact there, but Moretti doing a nice job of selling that. I'm not sure that was an offensive foul.
Feed inside. Moretti couldn't finish. Owens there for the putback.
You just have to understand as a defender, when my man sets a back screen, I got to open up. Jared Culver guarding Tariq Owens. Guy that can make a 15-footer, but he can get back and close out to him.
Wow, McCabe. McCabe able to slice through the defense, lay it in. Was a little out of control, and he'll go to the line for the and one. Yeah, the foul will be on Kyler Edwards. That had a little NBA continuation flavor to it. 3-point play for Jordan McCabe. Let's take a look at that last bucket, and they counted this. And the foul is there. 1, 2.
By rule, it's only a shooting foul if you're fouled in the act of going up with the shot. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. That's NBA continuation.
Not a fan. West. Into the hands of Culver. Here come the Red Raiders down 13. Culver inside, jump stop and good.
He's going to have to really do it here.
Yeah.
It's just the offense has not been able to generate much, and When that's the case, you got to lean on your best player. He's the best player in this league. You want to win this game, the Big 12 Player of the Year is going to have to give that type of effort tonight.
Inside, wow, Harler got inside Brandon Francis and got that bucket. Culver, great feed.
Well, I'm not sure what Brandon Francis is doing, but how about the pass from Derek Culver?
Look at that lob. Owens the throwdown.
And that was like a dunk on a little tight suit. He hung in the air right there.
He did.
Must be nice.
The triple.
Again, how? I mean, there is no action there. It's just you don't know who you're guarding. Kyler Edwards, not sure if it's his fault. It might not necessarily be his man, but he's the guy that ends up closing out. There's nobody home.
Moretti out of bounds. Texas Tech basketball when we return.
Jared Culver trying to will his team back here. It's not just him. Tariq Owens going upstairs, catching lobs, hanging on rims. Chase Harler right back at you with the answer. West Virginia has gotten after it on the offensive glass, and 17 times they have gotten second chance opportunities. That's generated 17 points. You see right there, you got to check your man out every time on the defensive end of the floor. It's been a struggle tonight for Texas Tech to do that.
And this would be history. The lowest seed has never beaten a top 2 seed, as West Virginia right now is in line to do. You look at the stat sheet at the moment, and it really is the second chance points. It all ties into the rebounding, because now for the game, Texas Tech is actually shooting a higher percentage than West Virginia. It really is about more opportunities because of the rebounding for West Virginia.
Terrific job right there. Logan Rout holding his ground and making Norris Odiase score over the top. It's a big guy. The only thing you want to do when somebody's got the basketball down on that block, you want to get as big as you can.
Cade trying to tip that one. Rout and Odiase, and it ends up in Culver's hand. Up to Mooney. And that's the first 3 that they have tried here in the second half.
How about the pass ahead by Jarrett Culver? Terrific court vision, spotting Matt Mooney, who calmly rises and fires.
Need me to give you a rise and fire later?
Yes, please. But it all starts with the hustle. And there's the terrific look. It's Matt Mooney in stride, and a welcome sight for Texas Tech. A 3-point field goal.
Texas Tech, Tariq Owens.
Anxiously waiting.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm here. I'll deliver. 11-point game, 10:54 to go. Odiase will grab a seat. John Shambi, Robbie Hummel, and Tara Petrolino. West off the mark. Big rebound pulled down by Francis. Mooney going to the hoop. And now McCabe. West, really good hand. Blocked by Owens. Culver almost lost it. West Virginia takes it back, closing it on 10 minutes to go. Wow, up ahead of the traffic, and he gets fouled by Tariq Owens. A reminder tonight following Oregon, Utah over on ESPN. Tune in SportsCenter. Stan Barrett, Zubin Mehenti will take you inside Zion's return against Syracuse and all the key plays for the conference tournaments. The Bulls We'll have Zach Levine and Lori Markin judge our SportsCenter Slam Dunk Contest. And SportsCenter comes your way 1:30 Eastern on ESPN. That, by the way, the first free throw miss for the Mountaineers. They have been 9 for 9. 9 times. And he missed them both. Mooney, Moretti. And West swoops in for the rebound.
They are really staying with Jared Culver in pick and roll. You saw Logan Rout. He wasn't going anywhere. They were going to make him give the basketball up and make somebody else beat you. Happens to be tonight where it's just been tough sledding. Another terrific cut by Emmett Matthews. His feel tonight has been so good.
Emmett Matthews Jr. with a career-high 23. Tyler Edwards handling.
We're going to see him slice right in. Matt Mooney just a little overzealous, overplaying his man. Another terrific backdoor cut. We've seen it so much tonight from West Virginia. You talk about a coming out party on a big stage.
You're not kidding. Kid from Tacoma, who averages 4 points a game. Mooney. Owens able to corral the loose one. Moretti can't answer. Culver, big rebound.
It hasn't just been on the offensive end of the floor for Emmett Matthews. He's guarded Jared Culver for much of this game and done a really good job.
Bob Huggins frustrated, wanted a foul with Mooney bumping McCabe. That one's saved to McCabe. Matthews, big three. He's got 26.
Isn't it funny how the basketball gods will reward you? You make a great hustle play and keep that ball alive. And Jordan McCabe paying it off, rewarding Emmett Matthews with a wide open corner three.
That last foul, Lamont West, is his 4th.
But if he doesn't go after that rebound with that type of intensity, Jared Culver has got it, and he's going the other way. He never gives up on a play. And playing hard is a skill. It's a skill that Emmett Matthews has certainly early on here mastered.
Point advantage. Make it 15 for West Virginia. Quarterfinal number 3. Still to come, it's Kansas and Texas. There'll be more than a few Jayhawks fans here tonight. Already are. Point game, closing in on 8 minutes to go. Odiase did well. The attempted lob, he got his hand on it. Up jumper tip that ends up with McCabe. No foul call.
That's a zero pass jumper. That's just Kyler Edwards dribbling around. And Tariq Owens be a little banged up.
Mooney a triple. Got it. And all of a sudden it's an 11-point game. Matt Mooney able to knock it down. Under 7.5 to go. Emmett Matthews on the deck, but he's got 26, and the Mountaineers lead it. That will be fun to see. Really good for the sport, having him back. 1 and 2 seeds. Anything missing there? By the way, Gary Maxwell and Bob Huggins having a chat. This was during our commercial break. And Bob, I know frustrated, I've seen a couple of times with the way Jordan McCabe has been officiating. Tara, what was Bob saying to his team as well as the official during the huddle?
So he's basically telling his team, listen guys, we need to stay composed here. We can't make any rush decisions. We've just got to stay in our lanes and stay composed. He didn't point out any one player. It was more of a team message and team effort that he was trying to preach.
Well, they played with an effort here tonight for sure. 11-point advantage and the ball. Culver trying to feed inside, deflected out of bounds.
He just plays so fast. Eventually the game is going to slow down for him, but right now in a little bit in fast forward mode. A lot of control, but
shot clock winding down. Haley short, and it ends up in the hands of Culver. Mooney and Culver lead Texas Tech with 13 apiece. That was halfway down. And now Culver puts it in. He's got 15, and it's a single-digit game.
Well, he would not be denied there, and if you're going to go under the ball screen, that's fine. I think you can do that with Jared Culver at the arc, but you cannot let him get to the basket if you're going to do that.
Over 6 for 14 from the floor.
Texas Tech,
If you were to sum up the thing that surprised you the most from Texas Tech tonight, what surprised you, the sort of the disappointment?
I'd say it's been their lack of attention to detail. Not getting back, not knowing who you're guarding. Offensively been a little bit sloppy at times. They turn the basketball over, which is something that they haven't really done on the season. Usually they're the team that's turning you over. Tonight, they've just looked a little out of sorts. Usually a team that's so buttoned up.
Yeah. Last foul on Haley, team foul number 8. Front end of the 1-and-1, and he couldn't hit it. Mooney, a 75% free throw shooter.
I feel like this is a big possession for West Virginia. And they've been stuck on 63 here for quite some time, and Texas Tech inching back into this game.
Haley took it to the contact, the foul on Mooney. That's his 3rd.
And Mooney, personal foul number 3, and team foul number 7, Red Raiders. Jermaine Haley at the line, shooting 1-1.
Mentioned Bob Huggins saying we will be good. Remember, they have just the 2nd McDonald's All-American in the history of the program coming to them. Their first ever was Chris Brooks. But Oscar Tshiebwe will be coming to play in Morgantown, and they love him.
You got Derek Culver and Sax Kanate. He sticks around. That's an elite front court.
Culver inside, hangs on the rim, and it falls. Culver with 17.
He is getting to the rim whenever he wants to right now.
Yeah.
He's got to keep that attack mentality. He's got to get to the basket every time.
Haley to Culver, lost the handle. And frustrated is Derek Culver. But again, as you talk about You know, rebounding it on defense, not as much the case, but offensively, he just gets going very fast.
Gets completely sped up, and right there, I thought it was a heck of a catch in the first place, but I'm not sure he ever actually handled that basketball. See it end up slipping out of his hands.
West Virginia calling timeout. Mountaineers lead it by 9.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball, and ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Been a good night for West Virginia. Remember, things have changed. Gone are Harris and Ahmad and Bolden. And this quote from Derek Culver, I feel like we're a band of brothers. We know what it's like to lose. And now we want to give people a taste of their own medicine. And they're doing it here tonight.
When you've had a long season and you've lost so many games in a row, man, eventually you got to have some guys in the locker room step up and say, enough is enough. We have enough talent on this team right now to make a run. Yeah. And that seems like that's been the case, and that's what's happened for West Virginia. Get rid of a couple guys, now you're playing some young guys, some hungry guys, and the effort tonight has been outstanding. And that's all you can ask for. You control what you can control. And right now, West Virginia is doing that.
Emmett Matthews has been the guy to make Texas Tech say, ah, here tonight. That's for sure. Culver for 3. Culver the rebound. 9-point game, under 5 to go.
I know he can make that shot, but we have seen him get to the rim at will. West Virginia going under on ball screens, kind of encouraging Jarrett Culver, now 0 of 4 from 3 to shoot perimeter jump shots.
Bucket from Francis, and it's down to 7.
Kind of get the feeling that West Virginia's gone into the prevent offense here. Almost playing to stall and run the clock out rather than to score. Have to keep attacking.
McCabe couldn't hit. Mooney tracks it down. Moretti a triple. Got it! It's a 4-point game. A 14-2 Texas Tech run. Mountaineers have missed their last 6, and that run ends thanks to Jordan McCabe.
What an answer. After missing your pull-up, gotta have a short memory if you're a shooter.
Feed to Owens, and Haley contests. Back to a 7-point game.
Both these teams going back and forth. Right here, Davide Moretti getting it going in transition and dialing it up from downtown. On the other end, Jordan McCabe says, right back at you. We got a good one here in Kansas City.
All right, guys, thanks. Our game here. Derek Culver and West Virginia trying to pull off the upset. The 10 over the 2. What a night for that young man. The freshman from Tacoma, Emmett Matthews Jr., with 26 points to lead all scorers. The 2 freshmen, McCabe and Matthews, have combined for 37. Here's Tariq Owens at the line. Big-time shot blocker. We've seen it in effect here tonight.
If you're West Virginia right now, you have to communicate who's throwing the ball in. Have to assume Texas Tech going to bring pressure. A lot of young players on the floor, guys that still getting used to winning major college basketball games.
Haley with Culver on him. McCabe, shot clock at 10. Wow, what a block by Owens. Mooney, Culver, two hands, and they're within 3.
And Tariq Owens making plays on the defensive end of the floor. And then it's an easy game when you're under control. Matt Mooney, nice jump stop. Textbook bounce pass, great cut by the Big 12 Player of the Year, Jared Culver.
Bob Huggins was asking Gary Maxwell if that was a goaltend to the other end. Toss into Haley. Wow, and they get the foul on Culver. And it'll go the other way.
Here's Tariq Owens. Jordan McCabe, nice drive, a little blow by action. It's close. I thought it was good in real time. Then you drop this dime off, let the Player of the Year go to work in transition. Certainly been a quiet 19 for Jared Culver, but he's gotten it going here over the course of the second half, getting to the rim.
Owens 6 for 6 from the line. Culver making an impact. 13 of his 19 since the break. Owens a chance to get him within 1. Regular season champs come storming back. They're within 1. Can this young Mountaineer team hang on? Under 2.5 to go. John Shambi, Robbie Hummel, Tara Petrolino from the Sprint Center. Big 12 championship. Quarterfinal number 3. Matthews lost the handle, but 6 on the shot clock.
Texas Tech saying they wanted that reviewed. Unfortunately, you're 12 seconds away from that being possible.
Can't yet. Haley. Shot clock winding down. McCabe. Shot blocked by Culver. Culver the other way. Culver. Texas Tech has the lead. Timeout, West Virginia. The Red Raiders' last lead, 7-5.
The Big 12 Player of the Year has had his way in the second half. You look at a guy, had some issues in the first half, had some struggles. You knew he's too talented to be held down all game, and it's been getting to the rim has been the storyline. All these takes, going to the basket, going strong. And right here, just a freshman mistake by Jordan McCabe. The second he caught that ball, that should have been entered into Derek Culver. You make that mistake, the Player of the Year is making you pay, going back in transition.
The native of Lubbock, just a sophomore, and playing for college in his hometown. Saturday against Iowa State, he came up with a career-high 31 here tonight. He's got 21. And the Mountaineers with the basketball.
Texas Tech showing zone, now matching up. I'd love to see this thing go inside, just like that.
Culver couldn't convert, but he'll go to the line. All right, Pac-12 tournament. Here's what's already happened. The 1 seed Washington escaping, getting past USC. Colorado beat Oregon State. 2 more to finish today. That last foul, by the way, on Tariq Owens, he's got 4. Buck 38 to go. We're tied up. Culver gives West Virginia the lead.
You got to think, just like in Ames last Saturday, this is time for Jared Culver to shine.
Culver feeling, step back, off the mark. And Culver the rebound.
Maybe a little bit of a settle. You've seen him get to the basket. Know he can make it, but he has lived in the paint.
Culver inside, a little short. But I think Lamont West picked it up and got fouled. West Virginia has gotten contributions and help from all over the place. Foul on Francis.
Tariq Owens doing a nice job of pushing Derek Culver off the block. Think about the size mismatch there. I know Tariq Owens staying 6'10", but from a weight perspective, not in the same class, but he is pushing Derek Culver out. But at the end of the day, it's all about securing defensive rebounds, and that just has not come easy for Texas Tech tonight.
That was West Virginia's 19th offensive rebound. And yeah, Owens giving up about 50 pounds to Derek Culver. Two biggies from Lamont West. The lead is back to 3. 1:04 to go.
Derek Culver's got to get to the rim here. Got to make a concerted effort to get to the rim, get in the paint.
Here he goes, inside. Off the glass, wouldn't go, but the tip in would. Gorgeous.
I thought somebody was holding his left arm down. That easily could have been an and one.
McCabe harassed by Francis. Now Haley.
That's where Derek Culver's got to repost.
McCabe needs some help. West goes baseline. Give off Haley and one. Foul on Owens, and he is fouled out.
Jordan McCabe is absolutely in jail. And what a cut by Lamont West in the presence of mind to lay this thing off, let Jermaine Haley go up, make a play. See Matt Mooney coming over. That's a terrific pass by a guy in Lamont West who's had an up and down season, but making the biggest play of the season right there.
No reaction from Bob Huggins. Haley with a huge bucket. Tariq Owens done. Got a big spot right here as Haley with a free throw could turn it into a 2-possession game.
I still think Derek Culver to the rim is your offense. There is plenty of time in this game remaining, and West Virginia has not shown they can stop that whatsoever tonight.
Got him. The lead is 4, 26.6 to go. Big 12 quarterfinal number 3, the 10 trying to upset the 2. Culver at the basket and one. End to end we go.
I think you got to make him pick it up. You got to go and impact the basketball. This is a runaway freight train coming down the lane. You got a freshman guarding him, and that's the weight room. That's going through contact right through Emmett Matthews, getting contact, and a beautiful finish with the left hand.
Back to a 1-point game. Texas Tech calls time. What a finish here at the Sprint Center. Here tonight, the Mountaineers came out against the regular season champs. Texas Tech shared the regular season championship with Kansas State, but they came out and West Virginia just punched Texas Tech right in the nose. Bob Huggins' team showed a lot of composure.
Well, just the fight that they've had tonight. I think the job they've done on the glass has been outstanding. You see the hustle plays. Derek Culver, one of the best in the league in conference play. He was the best in the league. But keeping plays alive, giving yourself more opportunities than Texas Tech. At the end of the game, points in the paint right there. Lamont West dropping it off. A monster finish by Jermaine Haley. And now you got to put your best free throw shooters in, and those guys have to come to the ball, meet your pass, and go to the line, sink big free throws.
So again, the lowest seed has never defeated a top 2 seed. The 10 has beaten the 2, but that was back when there were a dozen teams in the Big 12. Now only 10. So this would be history.
You're Lamont West, you're Jordan McCabe. You got to want this basketball. Well, Emmett Matthews' percentage isn't great. He's had a terrific night, so I'm okay with him going and getting it as well.
Yep.
But you got to make yourself available. Help your passer out.
They still don't foul, and now they do. It'll be McCabe going to the line at 72%.
Personal foul number 3.
So Moretti picks up his 3rd. West Virginia, part of why they are where they are in this game. 16 of 18 from the line. As a team coming in, 68%. So tonight's been a little bit of an outlier in terms of not a great free throw shooting team normally.
Well, that's been the story all year. They get there.
Yeah.
As always, all West Virginia teams get to the line. They're so physical, they drive the ball to the rim. But it's been converting when they have, and as you said tonight, they've gotten it done.
The lead is 3. First good bucket you get, right? I mean,
absolutely, but you're taking your sweet time here.
Oh my goodness. And now Matthews gets fouled. Man, I don't know about you, but I would have been fine with just going right at the basket, getting to 2, and you're down 1, and just playing this out
just
until you had to have a 3.
He really took his time getting down the floor, and absolutely, no one has been able to stop you tonight.
Just it didn't have to be the 3 there. And now the clock winds down, and you move this game faster to end it.
You're just trying to extend the game. Cut it down to 1, and then put game pressure on West Virginia to go and make 2 more free throws.
I'll tell you, while we have a moment, this kid at the line, I know Emmett Matthews Jr., a freshman, averages 4 points and 2.6 rebounds a game, but he's good. I mean,
he's been awesome tonight. I mean, he set the tone in the first half with that dunk. He's guarded Jared Culver. He's rebounded like crazy. A complete effort by Emmett Matthews.
Culver not able to hit. And that is going to do it. West Virginia pulls off the upset. The 10 over the 2. The first time in history, the lowest seed knocks off a top 2 seed. West Virginia over Texas Tech, 79-74. What a performance. The effort, the intensity. Give them credit, they did it. Jordan McCabe said, we're playing with house money. Nothing to lose. Unbelievable. And so here they are. Into the semifinals, they'll await the winner of Kansas and Texas. The other semifinal is set, Kansas State and Iowa State. What are the things that jumped out tonight as far as West Virginia?
Well, again, effort.
Yeah.
They set the tone. They threw the first punch, and boy, was it a haymaker. You got to credit the job they did on the glass. You out-rebound Texas Tech, who's a physical team in itself, 44-30. They got the job done, and it was a lot of that man right there. Emmett Matthews played like a bona fide star here in Kansas City.
How about West Virginia avenging a 31-point loss in Lubbock. An amazing performance here tonight. The freshman Emmett Matthews Jr. with 28 points, and he is standing by with Tara.
Emmett Matthews, you picked the right night to have a career high 28 points in this impressive win. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. You know, my teammates put me in the right spot. You know, it was hard. It was a hard game. It's a good matchup. You know, Texas Tech, #2 in the division. You know, we just had to come out and compete all game.
You weathered a lot of their runs. What did your guys say to each other in the stretch?
Don't give up. Don't give up. You know, they're a team that goes on runs. And basketball is a game of runs. And as long as we don't give up, we're going to win.
What are these Mountaineers capable of as we look towards the next 2 days?
We'll find out. You know, we're going to play until we can't play no more.
Emmett, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Emmett Matthews Jr. and the West Virginia Mountaineers await the winner of our next matchup. It'll be Kansas and Texas, as the Jayhawks and Longhorns already out on the court and have started warming up. But how about what we just saw? The 10-seed West Virginia over the regular season champ Texas Tech, 79-74, our final. We'll be back in about 30 minutes with more quarterfinal action from the Phillips 66 Big 12 Championship.